Morning, hi, Mark here. It is Thursday, November the 6th, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. US session getting underway. Let's have a look how the markets shape up. And a noticeable difference here on the index. First time after 6 days of green candlesticks, higher highs, higher lows. A turnaround today, a gap lower to start, and sellers have continued the push lower. I've got resistance at 99.93 and the 99.67 support level being tested right now at the US Open. We'll see whether that continues through the US session, or if we get a turnaround, if buyers do step in and look back up at this resistance level. But weak US dollar to start the US session. Let's have a look at the S&P. Well, you can see after yesterday's close, we did have a gap higher in the futures market. Sellers stepped in. I got support at 6,802, but after that support level was set, buyers then stepped in, and you can see now right back where we started, I've got resistance at 6,837. We'll see whether the demand continues for the S&P and for US equities. Now that the US session's open, going into and Wall Street's opening up in an hour and a half, whether this can continue or whether sellers do step in. For now, inverse relationship, we're seeing a weak US dollar. We are seeing some demand and strong equities going into the US session. Let's have a look at gold. Gold continuing its fight back from yesterday. I've got support at 3,962 and I've got resistance at 4,019. That's above that 4,000, the pivotal 4,000 mark. We're sitting right now at 4,006. We'll see whether buyers can maintain and whether they can retest this intraday resistance, perhaps push higher, or whether sellers do step in and we'll be looking again at below that 4,000 yesterday's support of 3,962. We'll see if sellers look to retest that level. Brent oil. A fight back today after three red days, a sell-off, even a downtrend after yesterday's move lower. But buyers have stepped in at the support level of 63.36. And note that for now, there's a double bottom being formed. That is a strong reversal sign. We'll see whether buyers do continue to push higher and retest this resistance from today at 64.35. And we see demand for oil. There has been limited demand for oil, and we'll see if sellers step in. They did step in at this resistance level. We'll see whether that continues and whether they target the support level at 63.36. Bitcoin. Bitcoin did fight back yesterday, came all the way from that 98.7, 98,000, 98.7 thousand, fought all the way back, got back over that significant and pivotal 100,000 level, and went on to close yesterday at just over 104,000. Unable to maintain today, sellers have stepped in, continuing the downtrend, the strong downtrend which we've seen. So I've got resistance at 104,200 and support now sitting at 102.2 thousand. We'll see whether sellers continue with this, what they started today, or if buyers can step in and continue from yesterday's push high and rebound off this level. 102.6 thousand now. Buyers will want to remain above that 100,000. We'll be looking to target the 104,000 area and even up to that 106,000. We'll see how that plays out now that the US session is underway. But for now, for starters going into the US session, buyers unable to hold on to yesterday's gains. So US dollar certainly has a bit of a turnaround. We saw that in the index. We'll see whether that can be maintained, whether there's demand for US equities. We've got Bitcoin struggling to hold on to the gains from yesterday. Strong downtrend still in place. Good trading. Keep that discipline, and I will see you at end of day session.